start adding the two. I want us to be able to use our bullying tactics, our offensive control, to start feinting. Duck under, going low, or are we gonna go high to the head? Okay, and you have to be able to combine the two. You guys are all really good at doing both of these individually, but I want us to get into a flow. Okay, so when we're gonna go for 6 minutes. It's gonna be super relaxed when we do it. Okay, not a lot of squeezing, not a lot of like tensing up, because I need us to get used to this practice without a realistic opponent. You need to learn it on an unrealistic opponent first, and then the better you get at it, the better you'll be able to do it on a resisting opponent. So keep your body loose. Okay, we're in our stance, we're nice and loose. I'm moving around, bullying him. All right, if I want to go to a duck, if I want to duck under, I'm going to give him a little feint snap. Boom. Okay, come back up and I do my snap. Okay, boom, and then that's when I can combine it with my duck. Okay, set. Again, bullying him, snap, and it comes back up. Okay, partner, you gotta make sure you respond the right way. And that's why we're going slow, because I need you to give us a proper response. So the whole point of the snap is not to get them on the ground, but to actually get them to lift up, right? Because what's the most common reaction? If I'm heavy on your head right here, he wants to pop himself back up, and that's a perfect opportunity for me to duck, okay? Same goes for the duck under, all right? So I'm gonna be in my stance, we're moving, flowing, keeping it light. I'm gonna fake a duck. I'm gonna go here, I'm just gonna lower my body and lift the arm. Lower my body, lift the arm, one step. Here, now what's he gonna do? He's gonna drop to prevent me from getting under here. He's gonna lower his shoulders. And that's a perfect time for me to snap. Okay, we can step behind. A lot of people think turtle is a defensive position, which it is. You're on defense, but with every defense, you have to turn it into an offense. We don't want to stay in a defense forever. So we're gonna start this technique from side control. So many times we're in side control and we just cannot escape. Traditional escapes, we want to frame the hip, start sliding up, using our frames to get distance on our partner in order to get our legs in front, okay? Now that's really a great option. That should be your go-to, to try and slide up, okay? So I'll teach this real quick. We'll go over this too, because I think we need practice here first. So I'm in side control. First thing I want to do, get my frames in. 1 and then 2 at the hip. I'm going to start with my shoulder escape. Get my head away from the hip to lengthen this bottom arm. Here. Now I can start to slide up. I want to use my neck frame to keep them to get distance, and then I use my hip frame to get more distance. Okay? This neck frame turns into a full extension here. Okay, a little bit different than what we do in class. So again, fundamental guard recovery. We get our neck frame, we get our hip frame. I slide my head away to lengthen my hip frame. Then I use my hip frame to start shoulder walking up. So that way I can turn my neck frame with my forearm into a neck frame with my palm and eventually straighten this out. I want to keep going until I can do a basic hip escape. A lot of people think to escape side control, I need to turn. Okay, but if I turn, I don't get a lot of distance between my hip and my partner's hip. He could just come close, you could drop the hip, I'm no better, okay? So turning doesn't matter that much. I need to slide up, I need to get away from him. So I get distance with my bottom frame, shoulder walk. I get distance with my top frame, shoulder walk, and then I can hip escape. It's about sliding up. It's not about turning your hip. Okay, slide up. Next. Now, that's easier said than done. When you're going against a big dude, someone full of energy, they're strong, They got a strong body clench on you. All right, they're tight on you. Oh, they're smashing me down. I can't come up. I already tried. Maybe I'm low on energy. So we gotta have a plan B. All right, this is our plan B right here. So we're gonna go into turtle. We're not gonna stay in turtle long. We're gonna hit our basic guard recovery once we get to turtle. So I'm here like this. I try, but it's not working out. So I use my neck frame to just maintain some distance, and then I bring my hip frame underneath to get both arms on this side of the body, okay? I bring my elbows in close. My elbows have to be close to my chest. Now from here, I'm gonna start rotating, walking, so I can get on my side, keeping my elbows in. Now that I'm on my side, I keep my elbows tight so he can't immediately seatbelt, and I walk into a turtle. Now from here, they'll try and circle behind you, but before he has time, I'm gonna cut my knee inside, sit, and get my back on the mat. And now I recover my guard. Sometimes you'll be in an open guard, sometimes you'll be in a full guard or a half guard. It really depends on where your opponent's at. Again, side control. Neck frame, hip frame. I try, I can't get away. Both arms underneath, elbows tight, walk. Bridge on your shoulder, come up, sit, recover. Okay, the key is getting those knees up close. Sometimes you're gonna go for this and whatever the reason is, your turn is gonna be too slow to get into turtle, okay? I was just saying that it's really important that you clear your elbows, okay? Now notice right here, my elbows are on my partner's chest, and if I try to turn like this, see my arms are stuck, which is why it's important that we create space and bring our elbows in. One thing you really gotta look out for is that you don't go across. You don't wanna mummy like this. If you mummy, you're giving up a free gift wrap, okay? We're like this, prayer. Okay, so I start like this, my elbows are wide, I create space, I get both elbows in, okay? This one's important right here. Now look at this. What will stop the move is him underhooking my elbow here. Now look, I can't turn because he's stuck my elbow, okay? So, when you're doing this, look at this. Elbow here. Now there's nothing stopping me, I can turn, okay? Now, however, sometimes you'll do this, maybe your arm does get stuck, or maybe you're really tired, or maybe he's just super fast and athletic. So, as we turn, we get our knees up, but as I'm coming up, get me in a good seatbelt right here. Now, this is the preferred side for him. This is the beginning of the end for me, but it's not over, okay? Now, the seatbelt is really good in this position because his legs are on this side and he has an underhook on this side, okay? Think about the cross body concept. He's got control on both sides. This underhook is everything. It's not necessarily the seatbelt that's important. What's important is his arm is under here, but his legs are on the opposite side, okay? Now, keep the seatbelt, but walk your legs over this side. This, no good. No cross body. There's nothing controlling this side of my body. There's no weight. There's no weight over here. You could just turn in, all right? That's why, let me have it down. When we do seatbelts, we're here like this, we seatbelt, and what's great about this, my body weight's on this side, I have the underhook on this side. I can pull with the underhook and get my leg hooks in. I can't do that on the opposite side. If I'm like this, I can't pull him over. Nothing's taking his opposite side over. Okay, I have no weight on it. I have no pull. My underhook is my pulling action. I can't pull his head over very well. There's a couple techniques you could do, but generally, you don't want to be on that side. So, once again, we got to turtle, do it on me. I rolled, he caught me in a seatbelt. What I don't want to do is just hunker down and stay here. Okay, so what I want to do, number one, address the grip. He could choke me right here if I'm not careful. So, number one, let's control the hands. Baseball bat, controlling the top fingers, elbows tight. Then, I'm going to do a sit out. From here, I'm going to get my head up and sit on my butt. Okay, now from here, I'm going to roll onto my shoulder I'm gonna get back on my knees. Just like kind of like a knee-to-knee grabbing, or roll off the shoulder, get on my knees. Keep this grip. Here. Now look. That's exactly what I want. Now I'm on the side. Now I'm on the preferred side. Okay? Now from here, I'm gonna start stepping around to hook the leg. Keep your seatbelt. I know it's hard. Here. And now, from here, we just stay tight and start fighting these hands. It's going to be a battle. He's tough, but I have the leg positioning. He can't pull me over very well. And now I can start shaking out and unlocking the seatbelt. Might take, 10, 30 seconds. But he's not able to choke me right here. The one move that he can do, if I'm addressing these hands, if I'm fighting the hands, the choke's not there. What he can do is called a Merkle. Okay? Bring that knee to this knee. Now pull me. Then you can start readjusting. Okay? Old school move right there. The Merkle. Okay? But it's pretty easy to stop the Merkle if you are conscious of the Merkle. Switch it. You go like this. He tries to cut, you just stay low. That's it. People get caught with the Merkle because they're stepping behind. They're trying to pressure in, and then you roll. Okay, because you did it to yourself. So it's just like before. You really got to feel it out. So this is the drill. This is what we're going to do. On our back, create space, elbows in, rotate. We give up turtle just for a second. But he catches us with the seatbelt. We lock the hands. We sit, we roll over our shoulder, and now we're on the preferred side. From here, if I can, pop the head out, why not? But if we cannot, we might have to take our time. We start stepping over the back side. Watch out for the sit through, watch out for the Merkle. Keep your weight low, fight these hands off, and eventually you're out.